Hello and welcome back to Cure for the Common Game. Today we are going to talk about Hua Tuo. I guess that's how you say it. Anyway, I need a doctor. So, um, I hit the table there, sorry. He taps to bring stuff back from the dead. Well, on top of your library. So, I tried really hard not to use Oath of Druids in this, simply because you're only going to get a couple uses out of it because of, we have way more creatures and I don't want to be giving my opponents free creatures. Anyway, before I get into the actual meat and potatoes of the deck, I want to talk about extraplanar lens. It's been a while since I've expanded on this, but I have a little story about this particular extraplanar lens. A buddy of mine last night, we were playing, and he come across his name is Clay. He come across one heck of a deal on extraplanar lenses, and he picked up a bunch of foil ones. And he's like, here. So, I got this extraplanar lens from him. And Clay, you don't know the amount of work that this entailed. So, I got an extraplanar lens, and I'm like, all right, here's how my thought process works. Yeah. Here's how my mind works. When I put this one card in a deck, I was like, okay, extraplanar lens. I've got to have a monocolor deck. And since I have a monocolor deck, and extraplanar lens, I've got to have all snow-covered lands. So, I've got all snow-covered lands. Now, snow-covereds, And while I was looking through the Cold Snap binder, I found Mouth of Ronan. I was like, hey, this is some creature kill that even, protection from color can't get around. So I was like, all right, that's cool. But, I have a 1 in 99 chance of drawing this Joker. Flip back a couple pages into the north. And I'm like, sweet. I got a whole snow cover. You know what else is snow covered? Dark Depths. Now, this got me inspired. I'm actually working on, I don't remember who the general is, a Dark Depths deck. That's different. It's going to be all the craziness with Dark Depths. It's green and black and no legend rule. Anyway, Tribal Merit Lage is what I'm going to call that one probably. Anyway, so Dark Depths is snow. And I was like, well, hell, I'm playing Dark Depths. I might as well be playing Thespian Stage. And if I'm going that route, I got to have the Crop Rotation and the Sylvan Scrying and the Rites of Flourishing. You see what you do to me, Clay? No, I appreciate it. Anyway, I had room in the deck for some stuff, so I was like, you know what? Why not? Rites of Flourishing is a good card anyway. Double meat, double cheese. I need to hashtag that, don't I? Hashtag double meat, double cheese. But that's how I started the deck with. Now, I do have some mana ramp because I'm playing with some expensive cards in the deck as far as mana cost, so that's why I'm using those. Adventurer's Journal, some life gain. Now, because our general does tap, I'm using the Umbra Mana. I know you guys get tired of seeing that, but it's just so good with generals that tap to do something. And then the Thornbite Staff, which essentially does the same thing. Now, yeah, utility-wise, I am using a Harmonize. Okay, so let's look at some creatures. So I thought with Hua Tuo, the idea that I wanted to go with is I want expendable creatures, if you will. A creature that does something when they enter or when they leave. Now, I've got to have sack outlets too. And that's, I ain't got a whole lot of sack outlets because all my Ashnod's altars are in use and the Phyrexian altar, all of that jazz. Do have a High Market, Life's Legacy. High Market's also, you can go get it with your land search if you just, absolutely got to have it. Call the Wild great synergy with Hua Tuo because Hua Tuo puts it on top of your deck, and then 4 mana you just put it into play. So there is, I can't think of anything that is cooler. Hold on. Then tapping Hua Tuo, put a creature on top of your deck, 4 mana, bam, World Spine Worm. What's up? Well, and then when you sack it, you still get 15 power worth of dudes, and then you do it all over again. This is why I love Magic. No, so good creatures that you want to play and then die. Of course, the Burnished Heart is going to ramp up your mana. Solum Simulacrum. Now, the Zoologist is also a great card with Hua Tuo because it, just smacks it into play. The Yavimaya duo, because they can sack themselves. Secure Tribe Elder sacks itself. I'm trying to get the sack itself card. Oh, Garrick's Horde, also kind of really cool. Because if it's a creature, you just play it. Veteran Explorer is maybe the friendliest first turn drop in the format. I mean, you first turn drop it, and you will not untap with this. Somebody's going to kill this Joker. Loaming Shaman. I love the fact that it's any number of target cards. So you can pick and choose what you want. It comes into playability, so it's potentially abusable with our Rift Sweeper, because Sword to Plowshare and other exile effects is a thing. And, one of the favorite exile targets is, of course, Wormcoil Engine, because people don't want you to get it to pretty much split in half. So they exile it, and you can Rift Sweeper it back in. It's kind of cool. I think this one's cute. Not exactly epic level, but it is in a stally, grindy kind of game. You can, you're just digging for your answer. Granted, you're going through a freaking lot to do it, but this may be, there is some room in here, and this is kind of chaffish, so there is some room to add some other cards to when I come across them. Scavenger Folk. When's the last time you've seen Scavenger Folk in a deck? Scavenger Folk is perfect for this deck. I mean, destroying artifacts, a dude, it's sacking itself, it's coming back, you're just going to keep doing it. I mean, granted, it may or I don't know how it stacks up to the Indrik Stomp Howler or the being Corruptor, but, I like it. Reclamation Sage. I figure while we're doing this stuff, we might as well, it enters the battlefield, and then you can chump block with it or sack it and then bring it back to keep doing it. Rampant Growth on a 2/1 body. Now, I love me some Spore Frog because nothing's cooler than having a repeatable fog. See Constant Mist. Cool things my Toic Slime. It just keeps splitting in half till you get 4, but the cool part is, it put into a graveyard, and you get the 2, and then you get this one back, and then warning, if you play with this card, you got to have all the tokens. You will lose your mind trying to keep it straight. Soul the Harvest. Hey, play a dude, draw a card, which maybe. What else is going to help us ramp? Penumbra Worm replaces itself when it dies. I love the replaces itself when it dies thing. Very conditional here. Pygmy Kavu may be a takeout card, but black is extremely popular. I would say black cards are in the top 5 colors. sorry, guys. With Tree Folk, This just kind of skips the whole top of the library thing, but it does kill itself. So, hey, Sky Shooter, sack to destroy a flyer. Um, we're going to hope and pray that the Iona player chose something besides green. Treasure Keeper to reverse Cascade. Seed Guile Ash. Now, Seed Guile Ash is, this is the jam right here, because you got to find a way to sack this guy, and then you just 3 lands. Wow. Critterhoof Behemoth is essentially your your over the top win con. That word trample just makes it so good. Now, Terastodon, y'all know, has got to be in there, like the Gamekeeper and the Destructor Dragon. Now, destroy target non-creature permanent. That's pretty sweet, because in my mind it says destroy target planeswalker. That's a good repeatable comes into play. Just 6 damage to all flyers. Sup, Kaya? Lumberknot is Hexproof is probably what tipped it over to actually be in here, but it's a creature, so it's any creature, and you are in the business of sacking creatures in the deck, so it may not. Now, to my last creature, Ham and Eggs. Green eggs and ham, actually. Yeah, fucking green eggs and ham. He is back, baby. No, there is no, crazy infinite combo in this. It's just, he's going to die. I'm going to get 6 power worth of dudes. Oh, I'm sorry, 6 mana worth of dudes, and put them into play, which is always just about going to benefit you, because you're going to get more than one. So you're multiplying your board presence. Yes, Protean Hulk, got a bunch of them. Probably do something combo-ish with it later, but that's what it is right now. Enchantments. Primal Order. Because reasons. We're playing mono green. And yeah, we have a few non-basics, but most of our non-basics are probably just going to kill themselves. Fecundity. Here again, we're drawing cards. Lurking Predators. Reveal the top card of your library if it's a creature. Hey, it just might be, because that's where Hua Tuo put it. Cream of the Crop is amazing. I fell in love with Cream of the Crop as soon as Morningtide came out. Buddy of mine named Will built a Tree Folk deck. It was amazing. I think he's probably still got it. Anyway, Cream of the Crop, because you play it, all that high toughness, you're going to look through, you're going to make sure the top card of your library is a creature, and you're going to call the wild into play. Whatevs. He used it for kinship. It was beautiful. Death's Presence. Your stuff's going to die. Now, Instill Energy and Nature's Chosen, roughly 2 versions of the same card, because they're, again, the general taps. And my last card is Hall of Gemstones, because screw you, that's why. The Hall of Gemstones is amazing. This is an enchant world, so on the off chance somebody's got a Abyss or Neither Void or Concordant Cross, an enchant world that you need to get rid of, because enchant worlds can only be one in play at a time. And also, this completely hoses multicolor decks. Now, note, it has 3 mana. There's no upkeep on this. And we're playing monocolor, so I don't care. I'm going to, choose green every time. However, your 3 and 4 and 5 color decks, this has the potential to just shut them down. You can actually table this down and early enough, and it locks them out of the game. It locks them out of the general, which most of the time locks them out of their deck. Anyway, that's what I've got for today. Sorry about the length here. We're pushing at 15 minutes, but um, I do appreciate you watching. But right now, it's time to shuffle and to cut.